What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Life with Mama B. Mama B out here today. I had to drive out to my job, and my job is an hour away from my home. So we had a mandatory drive-through today to swap out equipment because y'all know I work from home at the time. So had to swap out some equipment and make sure everything was up to date. And then they gave us some little goodies too, y'all. So just appreciating that. And me having to drive out here to the job made me appreciate even more why I work from home. Because first of all, it is raining today. And Mama B don't like to drive in the rain. So I just kind of took my time and came out here to do what I needed to do for my job. I don't have too much of a fuss about it because I haven't been out here in over a year. And so they don't ask us to come out many times for anything. So I think this is like the second time that I've had to drive out here. But it is the first time this year that I've had to come out. And the one thing is my laptop was acting up. The second thing is they just mandated us to do it. So that was great. So what are you all doing on this great day? This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. I have no complaints, just grateful for everything that God has done. I am grateful for life in the body today. I woke up this morning. That's a blessing all in itself. And then after waking up, I was able to dress myself. I was able to clothe myself. I was in my right mind. I had a mind to wake up this morning and say, thank you, Jesus, and then make a declaration over my day. So my declaration every day is my mind, my body, and my soul belong to God. My next declaration is I can't do anything without God. And so I am so grateful to be able to have the ability to do anything that I desire to do. So I am grateful. I want to give a great big old shout out to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate you all supporting this platform. This platform is for none else but to cause people to be encouraged, cause people to be enlightened and uplifted. Everything that you thought you couldn't do, I want you to know that you can do it. Anytime you thought that you were alone and people didn't love you and all of that you've been told in your life, that's a lie. And I stand strong on that's a lie. Because God sent his son into the world to redeem us all. And because of that, his love is geared towards us. And so he loves us in spite of us. And anything that we need to do, anything that we need to change about ourselves, God already knows that. And trust me, there's a plan in place. So, don't worry, don't fret, don't walk around feeling like you're not loved, feeling like you're not wanted, you're not desired. We were created in the image of God. And anything that you create, you're proud of. Despite of what it looks like, he already knows what he has put into us. And then our lives were ordained and patterned out even before we entered our mother's womb. So we don't have to worry about that. Be encouraged today. I just want you to be encouraged. God is not mocked whatsoever. He said for your life, whatever he ordained for your life, it is going to happen. Don't try to rush it. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen in his timing. So don't be discouraged. Any promises that you know that God has promised you, don't worry about it. Don't fret. Yeah, none of that. Because God has ordained it, and he has ordained it for an appointed time, and nobody can stop it from happening. That's the good thing about it. Nobody can stop it from happening. What God has for you is for you. Y'all, these people just had an accident and ran down in this ditch. Lord bless them. As I was saying, nobody can hinder you from your blessings. Whatever God has designed for your life, you're going to get it. Wherever God has designed for you to go, you're going to go. So don't worry about that. Be encouraged. Find encouragement in that. Many times we're discouraged because we're trying to find encouragement in people. And, you know, real talk. People will encourage you now, and 2 minutes later say something to discourage you. So why is that so? Because when you are not properly identified, when you don't know who you are, that's what'll happen. You'll be discouraged by what people are saying, you know, and then you'll feel encouraged by what people are saying. Not saying that, you know, they are doing that on purpose. They just may not be doing that on purpose. But you would have to know who you are, what you were ordained to do, your why are you here? All of that would have to be rooted and grounded in you, and you have to believe it. And when you believe it and you stand on that no matter what, because anything that God says, we ought to stand on that like, that's law. Anybody say anything against what God has already said to me? Yeah, all right. That's nothing. Because this is what God said. And God is, hey, that's my creator. He created me. And he knows why he created me and what he created me to do. So why am I discouraged by anything that anybody has to say that's contrary to what God has said? Be encouraged. Please be encouraged. Because God has the ultimate decision when it comes to your life. Now, in saying that, let me say this. You have to remain in the will of God, though. You have to remain there. You know, you can't be all over the place. And, you know, you can't be not believing and then, you know, expect the things of God to come to pass. If you don't believe it, you'll miss it. So you have to remain in the will of God. Now, what are some things that encourages us? One thing that we know is we're encouraged by knowing what belongs to us. And the way that I am just so encouraged is I continue to read the Word of God, so that I'll know the benefits that God has ordained for my life. There are benefits for us, and there are benefits for our life. So I'm encouraged just by the benefits, and I take courage and I rest in that, because that's set in stone. It can't be changed. God is not a man that he should lie. He's not going to lie. He didn't lie in his word. He meant that. He meant those things that are in the word that's ordained for us. He meant that. And so, you know, when you take courage and you know what belongs to you, it's all good. That's what you walk in. That's what you can trust in. You can trust that. And when you know you can trust that, it's a done deal. Nothing and nobody else can, you know, discourage. It is what it is. But, you know, don't go around hating people because they don't say the things that you think that they should say to you, or, you know, they don't amen everything that you do. Don't hate them. It just may not be their season for you. It may not be for them, you know. But we have to learn to stop doing that. We have to love people, and we have to love them for who they are, and not be so bitter when they don't agree with our program. We shouldn't be so bitter about that. Let's just love them. That's a part of self-love right there. When you can just love people for who they are, that's a part of self-love. Because if not, then these people are always, you know, on your heart and mind. You're always talking about them. You're feeling some kind of way about them. And guess what that is? That is unforgiveness. And when you have unforgiveness, it brings a lot of things into your life that you don't want. A lot of negative things, a lot of negative thoughts, illnesses. And that's not, you know, that's not what you want for your life. But we want to do what, you know, we want to be an example of Christ. And that is to love people. That's why I'm a great big old no judgment zone. I just love people for who they are. And when they show you who they are, that's who they are. Then you know how to deal with them. You know how to approach them. You know how to talk to them. You don't have to, you know, shy away from them, or I don't want to have anything else to do with them. You don't have to do that. Because if you do that and you are the light to Christ that they are supposed to see, these are raggedy highway, y'all. And you are the light of Christ that they are supposed to see. How are they going to see that light if you throw them away? If you never want to be in their presence again, you don't want to have anything else to do with them. See, that's another one of those things where you got to know who you are and what is your assignment in the earth. You got to know that, because you will be throwing people away that you're not supposed to. You'll be throwing people away that, you know, you're supposed to be the light of Christ to them, or the light of love to them. We can't throw people away no matter how we feel. We have to get our emotions in check, y'all. We really do. We have to get our emotions in check, because when our emotions are all over the place, we're going to be all over the place. You know, everything we say is just going to be all over the place. And that's not good. That's not good at all. We need to, you know, put our emotions in check. Emotions are, you know, they're only good for certain areas in our life. So you don't use your emotions for everything. Come on. You just emotional about everything. You'll never be prosperous in anything, because you're so emotional about it. And that means you're up, you're down, you know, you're over here, you're over there. And that's not, you know, what God has ordained for our life. And that's not going to bring us prosperity. That's not going to cause us to grow, because then we'll start feeling some kind of way about ourselves. And that's really dangerous. That's like the ultimate of dangerous. And we're working on self-love. We're working on growing and, you know, loving ourselves so that we can be a better example to other people, so that we can encounter more people. I want to do some different things this coming up year. So I have some plans in place to just do some things that will cause me to meet more people and be better at communicating, you know, with other people, with people that I don't know. I'm a good communicator when it comes to doing the things that I need to do, but socially, I'm not a social butterfly. I'll go to different events and, you know, I'll go to things, but I kind of sit back and just look, pay attention, you know, just watch and see things that are going on. I'm not, that social butterfly where I'll walk into the room and, just start talking and meeting people and things like that. I want to be better at that because I'm not good at that. So I've been working on that. And so far, so good. But, I'm not satisfied with it. So I want to, and then I want to get out more ministry-wise, so that I can, bloom and blossom more in ministry. I believe that people need what God has placed inside of me. And it's a great determination to let people know that no matter what state you're in, God loves you. And He loves you just as much as He loves me. God has no respect of person. And many people have been, well, I'll say this. Many people have encountered, situations where they are told that because they are this or that, God doesn't love them, or, because they're doing this or they're doing that, God doesn't love them. And that's so far from the truth. Now, I'm not saying that we ought to stay the same. I just believe that if we feel like we're our best right now, I still believe that we need to be looking to grow even more. So I'm not saying that, you are the way that you are and you just stay that way. No, you should want to be better. You should desire to be a better person. And then you should track your growth. Look at you last year. Are you the same as you were the year before? Or, are you the same this year as you were last year? Do you see any growth in your life? You should see some type of growth in your life. And then you should desire to grow. I desire to grow. And I am so grateful that I have seen so much growth in my life. I have encountered so many things that I didn't think that I would be able to do. I've encountered those things. And just to find out that I really can do all things through Christ that strengthened me. I really can do it. I can do it, y'all. I can do it. Just to know that is so rewarding. Oh my God. I feel so special because I know that I couldn't do it without God. And I know if these things had encountered me before now, I probably would have been like, nope, can't do it. But I am so grateful just to know that, man, every day, every year, every month, every week, I'm telling you, that scripture becomes more and more life to me. I really can do all things through Christ because I'm finding out that I can do those things that I never thought that I could do and that I never thought that I would do. So what am I saying? Be careful saying what you will or will not do, or what you can or cannot do. Because if you put your mind to it, and then if you allow God to teach you, you can do it. You can do it. Even on our jobs. Many of us on our jobs, there are some opportunities for elevation, some opportunities for growth, but we won't go for it because we don't think that we can do it. Or we feel like we don't have the education to do it. And all we need is the faith in God to want to do it. If you have a desire to do it, you can do it. You can do it. You can too. You can do it. All you have to do is step out on faith. And then, if you step out and you try some things and it doesn't work, don't let that discourage you. Step out again. And then step out again. because many opportunities are going to come our way, and we'll never know if we can do it if we never try. Yeah. If you need a car, go get one. Stop thinking about all these little intricate details. Trust God. You know, you have faith in God, then trust him, because he's going to make a way for you to be able to afford the car note, afford the insurance, all of that. He's going to make a way for you to do it. I just want us to stop, you know, putting ourselves in a box along with putting God in a box as if he can't do it. And he can do anything. He is the ultimate ruler. He can do anything. And so we just have to trust him. We have to trust that he will do it. I already know he can. Trust me, I know he can. And how do I know? Because I have a testimony. I tried it and it worked out for me. And so I am telling you, I am encouraging you today, try again. That thing that you feel like you failed at, or you tried and it didn't work, try again. Try it again. I'm telling you, try it again. I'm encouraging you. I'm pushing you. Try it again. And see, don't it work? Because now you're going to try it from a different mindset, from a different perspective. So go ahead and try it again. Come back and tell me your testimony. Come back and leave a comment and say, I tried it and it worked. And I accomplished it. I completed it. Speaking of completion, y'all, I got a long drive, so I'm just talking to y'all. I just needed somebody to talk to. Might as well do, you know, make this my VLOGTOBER day 6 video. But speaking of completing, many of you would like to go back to school, you know, get a degree. Even if you didn't get your high school diploma, get your high school diploma. All of that. Go. Go. I'm telling you, go. God will give you the grace, the patience, the wisdom, and the knowledge to do it. I know it for a fact, y'all. I just got my master's. And I'm doing like this on 60 door. And I just got my master's, y'all. And not only did I get it, I received it with honors. And in the honor society. Yeah. Graduated with honors. You can do it. And I'm going to say to you, go back and try it again. If you quit after you failed a class and you only got 1, 2, 3 more classes to go, please go back and finish. Finish. And finishing means something to you. You're thinking it's just that degree, but listen, if you start leaving things unfinished, you're going to start feeling like, you know, you don't have to finish anything else in your life. And you need to finish. So go back and finish. So I guess this is just an encouragement video this morning, huh? But that's okay. I want you to finish. I want everybody to be the best that they can be. I'm not one of those people that want to accomplish so many things and grow and then not see other people grow and not see other people be the best that they can be. If I was that type of person, I wouldn't be on this. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. There would not be a Life with Mama B from me. It would not. I want to encourage you to live your best life and know what that means. Because people say they live in their best life and they out here living reckless. That's not your best life. But okay. You know. But that's not living your best life. Living your best life is, you know, you accessing every ability that you have and putting it in action, allowing it to manifest blessings for you. That's what living your best life is. So you want to live your best life, you need to be living out of those things that God placed in you for the benefit of not only you, selfish, not only you, but for the benefit of those around you, the benefit of people that you encounter. Yeah, y'all, that's living the best life. That right there is living your best life. So, hey, I'm living my best life out here. I am. Even in the hardest of situations, I try to continue to live out of the gifts that God has given me to be a blessing to me and other people. I try to continue to live out of that. Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you, yesterday I had to really, and before I say that, when you make a declaration about something, it's going to be tested. It's going to be tested. So on yesterday was not such a great day for Mom. She was weaker than normal. She had not been sleeping. So basically she had been up for like 2 days. She wasn't sleeping. I don't know why she wasn't sleeping. We don't know why, but she wasn't sleeping. And so she was real weak and real shaky and just kind of not herself. I was talking to her and she wasn't responding. And then when she wasn't responding, she wasn't responding quick enough for me. So it just kind of, made me nervous and kind of shook me. So here we go, talking about these emotions. So I just began to sit in front of her and just start talking to her and, just encouraging her, just kissing her face, and then she said the word head, and then everything else was just kind of jumbled. So, I didn't know. But what I did was I began to gather myself and I started praying. I started praying for any pain that she may be feeling. And then after I completed praying, I said this to God: let your will be done. Because one thing I never, ever, ever want to be accused of is, quenching God's will for people's lives. I never want that to be ever a part of my testimony. But I just began to, just tell God his will be done. And, I just continued to pray. And then I continued, to talk to Mom. And then I start cleaning her up. Because she had used the bathroom on herself. And, so I started cleaning her up and all of that. And then I laid her down. And she laid there. And she fell asleep for probably every bit of 15 minutes. Now, mind you, she had not been asleep, and I'm not sure why she's not sleeping. So I laid her down. She slept for about 15 minutes, and then, she woke up, but she didn't get up. And so after I saw that she was just kind of up, I sat her up to see if she would walk. And I set her up, but she just kind of sat there. But she eventually got up and walked, but still kind of weak. And so I just started walking with her. So yesterday it just wasn't a real good day for her. And so when my brother brought her to me this morning, he said she slept most of the night, but she had gotten up. So I was giving her breakfast this morning, and she ate a little bit of it, but she was just so sleepy. So okay, y'all, that was my son interrupting, calling me, asking me about some noodles. But I gave mom breakfast this morning, and then she just went to sleep. She didn't even eat all of her breakfast. So I just kind of laid her down and covered her up, because she's always cold. So I laid her down and covered her up, and she went back to sleep. So she was asleep when I left the house, and I keep watching her on the camera. So she was asleep, and we'll see how she's feeling when she gets up. No, it's nothing that, I don't see anything that I need to, take her to the emergency room for, or call the doctor for, or anything like that. We'll just see how she's feeling today. But, other than that, yeah, but I had to still, give God the praise, keep a level head, and not go into, fear or a scare. Now that could have, just drove me right there. But I am so on purpose determined, to, not only look after mom, but, to look after me, and to understand the will of God. That's so important. That's so important. To understand the will of God. And, while she's here, I'm going to love her to no end. And that made me begin to kiss on her face even more. Because, just the thought of anything happening to her, flash in my head. And so I just began to, just kiss on her to keep her calm. I don't know what she's feeling. She can't tell me what she's feeling. But I wanted to make sure that, she's not feeling scared, afraid, any of that. I want her to be at peace and, just to be in a place of love. So I just began to kiss on her face, and, I pulled up and just sat right by her, and just kind of rubbing her legs just to make her calm and, keep her, feeling loved. So that was my encounter on yesterday and today. So I pray, that she just rest and get her sleep, because, if you up for a few days, we'll probably be shaky and jittery too. And yeah, it's all good, y'all. It's really, really all good. Just wanted to jump on. Since I had an hour drive, I might as well jump on and talk to y'all. So just wanted to jump on and talk and encourage. I pray that you all are feeling encouraged today. Drop down in the comments and, leave me some encouraging messages. I welcome them all, and I respond, and I read all of them, because I appreciate you all even watching my channel. I appreciate that. There are so many other channels out here that you could be watching. And so when you watch my videos, I appreciate it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you have not subscribe to Life with Mama B. Go ahead and subscribe now. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss another video. You don't want to miss it. So I am going to come back with the 50 questions. And listen, you all, I have not looked at those questions. So the answers you are going to get is going to be raw and uncut. So y'all going to learn a lot about Mama B. And then if it's any questions that you have, hey, drop down in the comment section. And yeah, let me know what questions that you have. Anything you want to know about me, anything that you would like for me to cover on this channel, go ahead and drop down in the comment section and leave it there, and I will definitely get it. Once again, I appreciate all of my new subscribers. I'm halfway there. Come on, I'm expecting y'all to get me there. So what I need y'all to do, share my videos out so that other people can be encouraged. Yeah. And join this Life of Mama B family over here. Appreciate you guys so much. Yep, I'll be pulling up at home, and then y'all, I gotta jump back on and work. I really like my job, and I really love it since I work from home, but I like my job. I like being in the healthcare field. I'm in a different area of the healthcare field than I used to be. I used to work in the hospital. I used to work in the clinic. But now I'm working on the insurance part. So a lot of insurance work is what I do. So yeah, guys. So thank you so much for hanging out with me on this long drive. Yeah. So yep, watch this video. Thumbs up. Share it out so that other people can be blessed. I love you guys to life and forever. Bye-bye.